The following is a video tutorial for how to create the fifth part in the Intro to Model Making with Fusion 360 activity. For this part, we'll be mainly just using the sweep feature to take a sketch and project that along another sketch as a profile. For that, we're going to create a paper clip, and it's going to have a 0.1 diameter thickness to it, and then we're going to run this path that you see here. This is typically how you would see it dimensioned on a drawing sheet. However, I did give you now a screenshot of what that sketch would look like in sketch view when creating it in Fusion. And then for our numbers on this one, for the volume, we're going to be looking to hit 0.091, and for the area 3.662. So if we go ahead and take a look at Fusion, I have the completed part here. As you can see in the timeline, it's just two sketches and then the sweep feature itself. To show you the sweep feature, it's just a matter of selecting the profile as the 1 inch diameter, 0.1 inch diameter circle that we're going to create. And then for the path, it'll be the course of the path that we create to project that geometry. Now, if I jog this back and we just look at the very first sketch, this is what that looks like. And to make this as easy as possible, you're going to want to start your sketch right here on the origin. I'm going to use the line tool and retrace this off to the side over here and basically just recreate another profile. And to get started, we're going to start with a click here, but of course on the origin. And then we're going to go up. And if you follow the dimensions that I've laid out for you, it'll be 2.25 inches. So going straight up 2.25 inches, hit enter. From there, we're going to gap over to the right at 0.375. So 0.375, enter. Line again. This time around, we're going to bring it down and go 2.75. Line, continue to the left at 0.5. Again, another line, this time going back up, and that'll be at 3.25. Line again from here to the right at 0.625. And then lastly, one line coming back down at 2.5. So that'll create this squared in profile. And to give it that rounded look and appeal, we're going to use the fillet tool, but this time in sketch mode. So grab from the modify panel the fillet tool, and starting on the inside here, we're going to set that radius to 0.1875. So I'm just going to zoom in and show you, if you click on two lines that are perpendicular to each other, you can create the fillet and then edit that value. And again, that's going to be 0.1875. I'll then continue and click again on the next two corners. It's the same number. And then I'm just going to hit enter to solidify that. Down here on the bottom, we'll have a different radius. It'll be 1/4 of an inch. So fillet. Select these two lines, 0.25. Select these two lines and hit enter. And then up here at the top, the next radius will be 0.3125. So fillet these two corners, 0.3125, and the next two corners. Same number, hit enter. Now that's all curved in, you can say finish sketch. Turn the visibility for my sketch back on so we can see that. I'll now expand my timeline to include this sketch, which was the circle that we needed right here. I'm going to go ahead and add another one to that and just go ahead and create a sketch on the same plane. So we're going to be selecting this plane to create that sketch. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I put this in the right location. So I want to drop a 0.1 diameter circle right there. If you're noticing this, it won't let me actually zone in on that point. So there's a trick that we can use called project geometry. So I'm going to go to project, and now I can click that point. It'll now give me something to reference. So let's go ahead and do this again. Now you can see it'll actually click on that point. So I'm going to create that and set my diameter on this one with the dimension tool to 0.1. sketch. Now I have two exact replicas of this. If I expand my sweep for this one, you can see it comes back onto the screen. Let me go ahead and try and do another sweep with the sketch that I just created. So sweep. For the profile, select the circle. For the path, select our path. There it is. We'll say OK. And so that's how you create a paperclip using just two sketches and the sweep feature. If I, of course, delete this for just a moment, we go ahead and check to make sure those properties are correct. And again, the numbers that you're looking for are volume of 0.091 and an area of 3.662. If you have those numbers correct, you can go ahead and save this file, model making part number 5. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.